Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Man on bail charged for Harborview Drive shooting. A man on bail for a gun offense has been charged in connection with last month's shooting of a man on Harbor Drive, Kingston 17. 41-year-old Kevin Scott, otherwise called Bads, a laborer of Franklin Avenue in Kingston 16, has been charged with wounding with intent, illegal possession of firearm, and illegal possession of ammunition in relation to an incident on Saturday, April 23rd. Reports from the Ellison Road Criminal Investigation Branch are that about 8:20 p.m., the complainant was walking along Harbor Drive in Kingston 17 when a motor car stopped beside him. Scott and another man exited the vehicle and opened fire, hitting him. The complainant managed to escape and was assisted to hospital by the police, where he was admitted in serious condition. Scott was arrested when he reported to the Bull Bay Police Station on condition of bail for a previous charge of illegal possession of firearm. He was charged in relation to the Harbor Drive shooting on Tuesday, May 3rd. His court date is not yet finalized. Gun attack in Mobay leaves 1 dead, 3 hospitalized. 4 people were shot, 1 fatally, in downtown Montego Bay, St. James on Tuesday night. The police have identified the deceased by the alias Wigger, who is from Rockford in Kingston. Reports from the Barnett Street Police are that shortly after 10 p.m., a group of male vendors who operate in the vicinity of the Stan Street and Lower Market Street intersection were at their stalls when a gunman pounced on them. The gunman opened fire, hitting 3 of the vendors. A female passerby who was fleeing on foot was also shot. She was shot in the stomach. The police were summoned, and upon arrival, the injured persons were rushed to Conner Regional Hospital, where 1 vendor was pronounced dead and the other victims admitted in serious condition. An investigation has been launched into the shooting. Lancet to Mitchelltown Roadway in Clarendon closed due to collapsed culvert. The main road from Lancet Hall to Mitchelltown in Clarendon has been closed due to a collapsed culvert. The corridor has been closed in the vicinity of the Costa. The road was closed on Tuesday by the National Works Agency NWA in order to carry out emergency repairs. Manager of Communication and Customer Services at the NWA, Stephen Shaw, says the project is to commence immediately and is expected to last for 6 weeks. A new culvert is to be installed along that same protective road. Motorists traveling from Rocky Point to Mitchelltown are being advised to use the detour route through Lioneltown, through Darkinspen and Salt River. The reverse obtains for motorists wishing to travel to Rocky Point, Alley Racecourse, and surrounding communities. Motorists are being advised to obey instructions of flag persons and post warning signs. Man charged for a fatal Holland bamboo crash. A man has been charged with causing death by dangerous driving in relation to Sunday's fatal 3-vehicle crash on the Holland Bamboo Main Road in St. Elizabeth. He is 32-year-old Carl Biggs, a laborer of Kingston 3 address. The police report that about 12:20 p.m., Biggs, who was driving a Suzuki Swift motor car, allegedly overtook a line of traffic. He reportedly lost control of the vehicle and collided in the rear of a parking BMW, forcing it to collide with a Toyota Axio, which was also parked along the roadway. 5 people, including 2 children, received injuries and were taken to hospital, where 1 woman was pronounced dead. Biggs was arrested and subsequently charged. He is scheduled to appear before the Santa Cruz Parish Court on Monday, June 13. Former Mobay Mayor Cecil Donaldson Sr. has died. Former Mayor of Montego Bay Cecil Donaldson Sr. has died. Donaldson passed away yesterday. Donaldson was an instrumental figure in the development of Montego Bay. Businessman linked to $600 million narco-bust charge with multiple offenses. The businessman, whose arrest led cops to a US $3.8 million stash of cash, has been charged with several drug-related crimes, according to police sources. Oral Johnson, 43 of Garden District in Westmoreland, was reportedly charged with possession of, dealing in, taking steps to export and trafficking cocaine. The charges were laid after he was interviewed by detectives in the presence of his attorneys. A spokesperson for the Jamaica Constabulary Force Corporate Communications Unit said that they could not immediately confirm the development. Johnson was taken into custody on April 26 after 24 pounds of cocaine was allegedly found in a car he was driving in Coral Gardens in Montego Bay, St. James. The drug seizure led cops to a house in the same community where US $3.8 and CA $30,000, or a total of Jamaica $592 million, were seized. A female bartender was also arrested after she was allegedly held with a quantity of ganja during a second operation in St. Elizabeth. Government's light bill assistance program now in effect. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark says the government's energy co-pay program is now in effect and will be applied to light bills starting this month. A memorandum of understanding between the government and the Jamaica Public Service Company JPS was signed this week. Under the deal, the government will pay a portion of the residential bills for JPS customers who consumed 200 kilowatt per hour or less of electricity per month over the 4-month period of April to July. This benefit for qualifying customers is automatic. Clark first announced the program during his closing budget presentation in Parliament in March, where he highlighted the government's commitment to cushion the impact of higher electricity prices directly caused by higher global oil prices on the most vulnerable in society. The program is estimated to cost the government Jamaican $2.0 billion and to directly benefit 379,000 householders. The overwhelming majority of householders in Jamaica consuming less than 200 kWh per hour consists of hardworking people on smaller incomes, and we are concerned that they are more adversely affected by the higher energy prices, said Clark in a media release. This program, similar to all our social assistance programs and policies, is therefore designed to prioritize and target their needs, he continued. NWA moving to address road condition concerns in St. Thomas. Motorists in eastern St. Thomas are breathing a sigh of relief with news that a significant portion of the road in the area will be paved by summer. The information was shared at a meeting involving representatives of the National Works Agency NWA, China Harbour Engineering Company, and stakeholders on Tuesday in Morant Bay. The meeting followed an outcry from taxi operators who recently withdrew their services in protest over what they described as unacceptable road conditions across the parish. The transport operators argued that contractors on the ongoing Southern Coastal Highway project have dug up various sections of the main thoroughfare, leaving areas in a deplorable state. Speaking to stakeholders, NWA Communications Manager Stephen Shaw shared that motorists can expect a significant improvement over the next few months. I am here based on discussions we had with stakeholders here in Morant Bay in relation to the work that is taking place in this space, especially the project from Morant Bay to Prospect. The challenge is about the quality of road. We are making significant inroads to improve the situation on the ground, and we started paving activities between Prospect and Retrieve, he said. He noted that 2.4 kilometers of roadway have already been paved from Prospect to Retreat. In addition, Sean noted that pipelines are being laid, that testing activities are ongoing, and that works are being done in increments of eliminating the bad patches along the main thoroughfare. Shaw also revealed that they have some setbacks with the paving activities due to mechanical problems. However, he assured that another machine will be made available to continue the work in short order. Meanwhile, China Harbour Engineering Company representatives indicate that motorists and other road users can expect the requested additional signage, lighting, and barriers needed to ensure their safety as work continue. President of the Eastern Taxi Association, Kurt Brown, who was also at the meeting, gave his nod of approval. I'm satisfied with what was said because of the information that was shared. I noticed from last week that they have shown improvement in the work because they are grading, mauling, and pressing the road, and with what I'm hearing now, we can expect more to be done as soon as summer. That's good news for us. Millions raked in from marriage license, Justice Minister states. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck says the government pulled in $34.5 million in revenues from marriage license in the 2021-2022 financial year that ended on March 31. Chung was speaking yesterday afternoon in the House of Representatives where he made his sectoral debate contribution. the minister processed 8,630 applications, of which 3,490 were applications submitted by hotels for the 12-month period under review. The balance of 5,140 applications came from walk-in customers. Chuck gave the assurance that once applications are made at the ministry on Conscience Spring Road in St. Andrew, the marriage license are granted in 24 hours. St. Catherine con artist repaid $60,000 in visa scam. A St. Catherine woman who collected $60,000 from another under the disguise that she is a visa agent was given a stem warning in court on Tuesday after making restitution. Sashana Linton, 28, unemployed of Spanish Town, was charged with larceny by trick. When Linton appeared before Parish Judge Nicole Keller, no further evidence was ordered in the matter. Keller told Linton that despite paying back the money, what she did was a wicked act and that she should be ashamed. The complainant was told that she was naive as there is no embassy in St. Catherine and that these entities do not have agents who collect sums on their behalf. The court heard that on April 24, the complainant approached Linton at her workplace in Spanish Town. The complainant was convinced by Linton that she could secure an American visa for her, but that this required $60,000 for her service. After collecting the money, she failed to secure the document, and requests to return to money were not honored. A report was made to the police and an investigation resulted in Linton being charged. Digicel worker says he was unwilling to get involved in Klansman case. An independent fraud and risk consultant employed to the telecommunications giant Digicel on Wednesday morning testified during the ongoing Klansman gang trial that he had been unwilling to get involved with the case when summoned by the Crown in 2021. The witness was taking the stand for the first time since the trial began last September, following much hand-wringing on the part of the prosecutors, who disclosed that the police had faced challenges in obtaining the records from both telecommunications companies. They subsequently indicated that the impasse had been resolved in the past, with telecoms providers Flow having turned over the requested information to the Cyber Forensic Division of the force. The prosecutors at the time indicated that they might have to invoke the power of the court to have Digicel fulfill the request. According to prosecutors at the time, the intent for Digicel was not so much as it related to providing the information, but more in respect to having to take the stand during the proceedings. On Wednesday morning, the independent consultant, finally taking the stand after arriving in the island on Monday, said he has had to proceed call data records for specific cases over time. In relation to the Klansman trial, he said he had received a request to prepare a statement and extract information between the end of November into December last year. According to the witness, he had initially been reluctant to get involved, but after several conversations, agreed to travel here to conduct the extractions. He said the records extracted were from September 2018 to February 2019, mainly with one or two outside that period. He told the court that he accessed Digicel's databases using a secured company laptop and loaded the related call data and SMS records to the device being transferred then to 2 thumb drives. He told the court that he detected no errors while conducting the proceedings and that despite his level of access, he would still be unable to alter the data in any way. He further said it was not possible for there to be human interference with the data collected during telephone exchanges, as this was a completely automated process. The witness said he turned the thumb drive and his statement to the Inspector of Police at the Cybercrime Unit. He identified for the court one of the thumb drives, which was successfully tendered and admitted into evidence. The court said the other thumb drive was not available. The representative from Flow also took the stand Wednesday morning. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.